All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back, and it is playoff time. Super excited to be back here. The playoffs, they're going down. It's been a long season, but the time is finally here. I'm joined by Psychonautics. Psycho, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm so hyped for this match tonight. I'm ready to see Origin and Velocity going head to head. I want to see if Origin can start picking up some momentum, look for a back-to-back freaking playoff win.
Oh yeah, that would be crazy. Origin season 1 champs. Obviously, I'd love to see them win as their GM, but I'm just more excited to see a good game. I think it'll be interesting for sure to see how it's going to go. And we got a huge lineup on stream tonight. We're streaming all the playoff matches this season. It's going to be crazy. We're kicking things off here. Origin versus Velocity. And we're going to have a match every hour tonight. We're going to Distortion Kings at 8. Grandmaster's Pinnacle at 9 with team comms in that one. That's going to be exciting for a playoff match. And then at 10, we got Ascension versus Orbit. So we got a stacked lineup here. But this is going to be a crazy game here. Psycho, these guys just played in the final match of the regular season. Origin, they pulled out the 3-1 victory, and we kind of saw that one. Origin, they played well, but it seemed like Velocity was just missing something. So now that they've had a couple days to kind of regroup and figure out a plan, do you think Velocity's going to come out here and kind of take it to Origin, or do you think Origin's going to keep their winning ways?
I think it's pretty 50-50, could go either way, but I will say that the Vipers scrimmed a little bit with a couple of Velocity members not too long ago, and those boys were on fire. I could tell that they were really picking it up. They know that they got to bring everything that they got to get this win against Origin.
Yeah, they definitely do, and it's gonna be a great game. I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out here. So we get the guys join up in a second, but before we do, one final prediction here quickly. Psycho, who do you got in this one?
I'm gonna go with Origin, and I think it's gonna go to a game 5, or is it best of 7?
Best of 7s here. We got best of 7s all throughout the playoff.
I'm expecting to see a best of 7, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Origin.
All right, so Psycho's going with Origin. We'll have to see. You guys can get your predictions in the chat. I want to hear what you guys think. Also, make sure to get your votes in on the poll. Let's see what you guys think in this one. But the playoffs are underway for Season 2. We've got Origin taking on Velocity. Let's get this thing going here. Origin in the blue with C-Money, Drizzard, and Sageburner. They're normal 3. And then Velocity with Sir Legend, Astro, and P2 got them. So actually, just look at these rosters early here. We got Astro's back here for Velocity, and he didn't play in their earlier series, but he's back in this one. What do you know about Astro?
I know that man's got some skills. He's definitely got what it takes to put his team on the back and come through with a carry and win this thing. But that's not to take away from P2 or Sir Legend. Both of them when they play solid, they really, really pop.
Yeah, so it's good to have the captain back as well. Astro's that guy, and they didn't have him in that 3-1 matchup where Origin took the victory on Wednesday. So we'll see if that's a difference maker here in the playoffs. Is C-Money, he's going to send it down. Nothing too much going here early for both these teams, kind of trying to figure it out. As Sage misses in the midfield, Drizzard has to cut it off. His ball up in the corner, Astro waiting on it, trying to find the right touch. He does. Drizzard trying to get to it. Sir Legend, he's also there. He can't find the touch. This one's popped up high. As Drizzard trying to get to it. Could be an opportunity here for Velocity. It's just going to go right in. P2 slides it home, and Velocity started out early.
Yeah, it was a good follow-up by P2. Way to follow the ball in, and it looked like C-Money. I don't think he was expecting P2 to get to the ball as fast as he did, because he was there, he just didn't go.
Yeah, tough mistake there in Velocity. They're going to start it out with the first goal here. And we've seen a lot of nerves on stream, in the past matches. But Psycho, now that we're in the playoffs, how much do you think that intensity has to have ramped up for these teams?
Oh, it's got to be times at least 100. I know, just in a regular season game, playing on stream as opposed to playing off stream is just But hey, Sage doesn't seem to be having any problems with nerves. Was that a beautiful flick that I just seen come out? Wow.
Sage just popping it right in the corner. Astro and Sir Legend couldn't make the touch yet. He doesn't seem to be feeling any nerves. he's been a player of the week before, and we've seen these guys on stream, so they know how to perform under pressure. So I expect definitely as the match goes on, early here, we only got 2 shots on the board for both these sides, but we'll have to see. I'm expecting as we go on, shots will be rolling in just a little bit more. So we'll have to see how that's going to turn out. Is C Money cutting it off in the midfield? Drizzard over the top. Could be an opportunity here for Origin. C Money trying to find the block, but Astro over the top of one. Sage waiting back on it, looking for the pass. Drizzard going to cut it off to the side. Sir Legend send it to the backboard. C Money trying to get to it. He is. Looking to follow as well, but P2 going to get it over one now as Drizzard out in the midfield. Astro. A little bit of a mistouch there. Drizzard, he's going to go right by him. P2, he's going to try to get to this one. Drizzard going to take it back now. Try to stay off that one is P2 towards the net, but Sage, good cutoff, able to get the save. Can't find the follow, though. Could lead to an opportunity. Sage trying to stay with it. Astro over the top, but nothing going here. And yeah, still in this one, Psycho. It doesn't seem like we've had too many threatening shots besides the goals there, as this one almost just drops in, but not going to go. Drizzard actually trying to get to it, but as I say that, Caster's curse right there. They started to get some shots finally.
Yeah, I think we're definitely seeing some nerves here. It seems like neither of these teams really want to push the envelope and accidentally overcommit and leave themselves open for a net. They know right there. Oh, and Sir Legend coming in with a nice cleanup. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody's just playing a little bit scary, but it's going to cause mistakes like this.
Yeah, Drizzard just a little bit slow there. Sir Legend gonna bang that one in. Yeah, you can definitely see the hesitancy from both sides, and Sir Legend, he was able to make Origin pay right there. So he gets the goal, and now Origin gonna have to try to find an answer here. Down by 1, a minute 40 left. This ball's up. Drizzard trying to get to it. Gonna get a bump, but not the ball. The C Money over the top of 1. P2 in an awkward spot here. Astro gonna help him out. This one's sent into the corner of Velocity. C Money trying to get to it. He's sending out the midfield. Sage trying to get to it, but not going to. Sir Legend on the dribble. Almost had the net to shoot at, but Drizzard able to get back just in time as Sage sends it down. Astro waiting in the corner here. Trying to get a touch. Sage out in the middle. P2's got to get to it, but he can't. And C Money is going to send it home and tie things up.
And what a unfortunate touch coming out from Astro right there. Luckily, Sageburner was there to capitalize, send it center for C Money, and P2 just with the unfortunate, unable to get the touch that he needed to clear the ball.
Yeah, tough one there. Because that one, Origin going to make him pay. And I think that was one thing that we talked about on Wednesday against these two teams, is capitalizing on mistakes. As Sage, he's not going to be able to capitalize on that one, but on Wednesday, these guys were capitalizing, they were capitalizing on pretty much every Velocity mistake. And Velocity, they were doing the same when they scored. So I think it's all about these prospects trying to capitalize, especially in game 1 here. You got to start it out strong.
Most definitely. And, Origin coming in, I think they were one of the lower seeds, if I'm remembering correctly. But I know the last couple of weeks of the season, they were playing harder than they've ever played, and they were putting up numbers like we hadn't seen before. So I think that they brought a lot of momentum into these playoffs.
Yeah, Origin they've been making some moves here. If I remember correctly, I believe they've won 5 out of their last 7 games. So they've definitely been on a run here as they're trying to get some offense in the final 10 seconds of game 1. That one's going to be pinched all the way back, though. Drizzard, he's sending it up. Could be an opportunity here for Origin. Can he hit the touch here? He's taking the shot. He puts it in. Drizzard with the buzzer beater to take game 1.
Wow, what a beautiful shot by Drizzard, coming in with the buzzer beater. See, looked like a bit of a triple commit there, but it might have just been Astro not being able to get back in time. But what a way to end game 1.
Wow, what a game right there. Drizzard able to come in clutch and put that one in for his team. And wow, despite all that, it didn't really seem like there was too much offense. I know we see 5 goals out here, but what a way to get some some offense there and some momentum now heading into game 2 than to get that buzzer beating goal. I'm sure they're getting hyped in the comms right now.
Oh, I bet they are. And I know Velocity, they got what it takes. I could see it. It's just, I think that they're going to shake some of their nerves off in this game too, and we're going to see a little bit different of a game from them. P2 got 3 shots, was only able to find one goal, but the other two seemed like maybe the nerves got the best of them. Maybe they just, had unfortunate rotations throughout the game. But game 2, they're going to be bringing it.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree. After kind of shaking it off, like you said, I think the nerves won't be an issue here in the game 2. So now that they're kind of into the series, yeah, I definitely expect Velocity to keep it close here. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they can do heading into game number 2. What would you say, Psycho, is kind of, besides the nerves, is the big thing to kind of fix for Velocity in the game 2?
They definitely want to try and capitalize on their clears. It seems like they're clearing the ball just fine, but one person will go down and set up a pass, but they don't have a second or a third ready there to follow up.
As we see this one, almost dangerous. Origin trying to get to it, and they're going to send it out. Yeah, but I would have to agree with you there. They definitely need to get that rotation going. It's always good to have that second man backing you up. As they're going to try to get back on the offense again here. His Velocity out of the midfield could be a shot here. Looking for this corner. It's Sir Legend again, and he performed well on Wednesday, and actually he's looking good in this one too.
He's one of the people that I saw last week that was playing really, really nice. And he gets a lot of hate in the Discord as being one of the worst players in Prospect, but he might just prove everybody wrong during these playoffs.
Yeah, I mean he's performing well here. I know he's been like you said, he gets a little bit of hate, and he's a little bit, he memes around with it a little bit, but I mean he's performing well here, so you got to give him credit where it's due, as he's able to score that goal. I think he's actually scored both of the first goals here. As a miss comes out, and Sir Legend's gonna get it again, a second one.
Looks like we might be seeing the beginnings of a hat trick. This man seems to be popping right now. A couple of unfortunate misses coming out in a pretty strategical demo.
Wow, so Sir Legend gets one there. Tough miss coming out, but he's going to find his second goal. And Origin, they're almost in the same spot as they were in the last game. Obviously, they weren't down 2, but Sir Legend started out early, and it seemed like Origin had to come from behind in the last game. So they've been having their troubles here, Psycho, starting out early with their offense.
I definitely agree with that, but it seems that they're definitely picking it up. And if Origin's not careful, their defense might just not be enough to keep up.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can find an answer here for Sir Legend early. He's got 2 goals already, and this one just hanging in the midfield. Sir Legend trying to get to it again. It's out Astro. He leaves the net. It could be an opportunity here. Drizzer, look for the double tap. He can't find it, and C Money just misses the net. And once again, we're seeing a little bit of shaky shooting out of Origin. It seems like they've had that in the, I know you talked about how well they've been playing the last couple of games, but I know as their GM, I've seen the shaky shooting here. I think that's kind of one of the big concerns for Origin. When they're not hitting their shots, it's been rough.
I agree, and and in Prospect League, I think that's a big thing for almost any player. The Prospect is sort of a proving ground. It's where you're looking to sort of start to make a name for yourself. So you don't want to, just completely be dog out on the pitch. You want to do your best. You want to perform well, and that comes with a lot of pressure whenever in the back of your mind that your skill set isn't up to snuff.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. We've always seen missed shots in Prospect. Is this one almost going to go in? But yeah, if you're going to want to win the playoffs here, you're going to have to step up to the occasion and hit those shots as much as you can here. As C Money on the dribble trying to flick it by, he can. As Blizzard and Sage, a little bit of a double commit. It's going to be awkward in the midfield as Astro now going to take it on the dribble, trying to get something middle here, looking for the dunk, but C Money, good positioning from him. P2, a little bit awkward for him. He doesn't get the touch to begin, but he's going to pass it right to Astro. Good play there is now Astro going to try to stay with it, looking for the pass off the backboard, but it's sent out. C Money going to look to continue. He's got Sage across if he can hit him. Sage going to try to turn on it. Couldn't quite find the touch, though. It's now 2 minutes remaining in game number 2. Origin holding on to the 1-0 lead. You see a double commit comes out, and both the players miss again here for Origin. They're struggling with those. This one just passed out of the midfield. Astro trying to get the shot. Drizzard going to deny it away, but Velocity a little bit too aggressive. But Origin, their defense, it's still holding on for the moment here. Minute 30 remaining.
It's looking like it might be breaking down here, though, pretty soon. And I mean, they don't got to worry so much about the offense at this point with only a minute 30 left. They really need to turn on the offense and not worry so much about the defense, as I say.
As you say that, Sage coming in there with the goal. C-Money, nice little touchdown. Trizzer goes flying by, but it doesn't matter. You know, they kind of knew they had to sell out their Psycho. You know, had to get something going here on offense. You know, 7 shots already. They had to put one of them in.
Most definitely, and hopefully they can build on that momentum because they've only got about a minute left and they need to make something happen fast.
We'll have to see is now Drizzard sending this one up. P2, though. He's there on it. C-Money going to try to send it back in. Sir Legend, he can't find a touch. It's awkward for Astro, and C-Money is going to make him pay, and immediately Origin, just 2 quick goals, able to find an answer.
You know, it's amazing how fast you can see a team, and as Origin is just displayed right here, go from almost looking like completely disorganized to, in 30 seconds, scoring 2 goals.
Yeah, no, it's definitely crazy. I mean, that just goes to show you how Rocket League can change in just an instant. You know, it seemed like Velocity had all the pressure, and they had it right there. But Origin able to come back and find another answer, just like they did in the first game. And C-Money for the fake. But P2, he's going to get back. C-Money almost going for that highlight reel play. Saw him a couple times in the playoff hype video. Origin making some highlight reel plays out here in Prospect. C-Money is looking for another one there. Is now Astro to the middle here. It could be awkward. C-Money, though, going to pick up the Savior medal and keep it away. In the final 30 seconds, we're still tied at 2. With Velocity, they're really gonna have to turn on some offense here. Maybe need to rely on Sir Legend to get something going, as he popped it up, but it's not gonna go. Final 20 seconds now of game 2. C-Money gonna find the block. Can we see a last-second goal again? We saw the buzzer beater from Drizzard in game 1 to win it. Could we see another one here as this popped up high? Sir Legend, he has to get to a nice clear from him. Can he get on the follow, though? Sage gonna eliminate him off the map. C-Money popping it high. Could we see another one here from Origin? It's in the corner. C-Money going to try to keep it up. Is there a follow? It's in the middle. No, it's going to go down, and we've got overtime in this one.
Oh, that was dangerous. Origin, they're about to make a name for themselves on some buzzer-beating goals.
Yeah, I've seen a couple streams earlier too. I think Origin's been known for their buzzer beaters. We saw the one in the last game, but there's been a couple earlier in the season. They've been hitting the buzzer beaters, so you got to watch out when it comes to those final seconds. They're definitely clutch in this one, as they're able to take game 1, looking to take game 2 here, but Velocity still more than in this one, as they're trying to keep this out of their zone for the moment. Sir Legend trying to get that one down. Drizzard sending it back towards the open net. Nobody there for Velocity, and Drizzard, another game-winning goal for him.
Well, he really stepped it up this series so far. Quite an unfortunate, looked like a misrotation coming out. Astro went all the way back to the corner for some boost, but you know, that situation, it's almost like what do? You can't know that he's going to get a banger on net like that.
Yeah, that was definitely tough there for Velocity, and you know, Drizzard coming up clutch there. We saw C-Money in some big shots there, 3 saves as well for him. And you know, now Origin, you know, they're in prime position here, you know, in a best of 7. They're up 2-0 in this one, and you know, Velocity, they're really gonna need this next game if they're gonna want a chance in this series. You really can't go down 3-0 in a best of 7. That's pretty much a death sentence.
I agree. Velocity really needs Astro. He's got a little grease in his cogs now, and he needs to just start going. We saw in that last match, he tried to get a couple of air dribbles going, but he just wasn't able to find the accuracy on them. But I know that man's capable of that, and if he can just find that zone and get into that groove, I think that he'll have a chance of making a comeback here.
All right, well, we'll have to see as we head to game number 3 in this one. Origin holding on to the 2-0 series lead. And Velocity, they desperately need to find a win in this one. It's almost like a must-win here in this one. A loss here would be pretty difficult to overcome in best of 7. So we'll have to hope that Velocity can keep it close and see what they can do here. Is P2 out in the midfield. Going to send that one out. Astro trying to get on the offense early. They started out last game with the first 2 goals from Sir Legend. Can they do it again? C-Money sending it towards the net. It's just off. Can he find the follow? He can't. And this one's sent back. Sage, though, able to get the touch and put it in the corner. Sir Legend now on the dribble over the top of one, but Drizzard cuts it off. Light touch there from Astro. Trying to make an impact here, but gets dunked over the top. Is now Origin trying to get back on the offense. Drizzard just waiting. Gonna send it out. It pops up high. Sage looking for the touch off the backboard. C-Money on the follow. It's still there. Sage trying to turn it around. Shot on net. Not gonna go. A missed touch there. It's just gonna go wide, but Origin, they're peppering the net with the shots right now. And another one there almost goes in, but they're really firing early.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of confusion come out from Velocity.
Drizzard!
Oh, wow. What a dunk. What a dunk. And that's just more of that confusion I was talking about. It looked like 3 of them were sitting in net at one point while Origin was just slamming the backboard. You know, somebody's got to get out there and make that stop. You can't just let that stuff float in front of your net like that.
Yeah, that was a tough situation there for Velocity. They've got to figure out the defensive end. It seemed like Origin just doing whatever they want at the moment, continuing from last game at the end. Is now Velocity got to try to find some offense here. And this one, Drizzard, though, he's going to send that one by. He popped up P2 on the touch here. Sir Legend trying to find it, pass it down to Astro. Going to send it across. A little bit of a double commit from Origin, but it's fine for the time being. Is this one sent up? C-Money pushing towards the middle. Can he find a shot? He does. C-Money just puts it home, and Origin just clinical right now, just doing whatever they want.
Yeah, we're really seeing Origin command the flow of this series now. They've taken control. You can see the fluidity and the sort of premeditation in their movements now. They're just waiting for Velocity to make mistakes and capitalizing off of them.
That's exactly what they did on Wednesday, too, where they took the 3-1 victory, helped them clinch a playoff spot, but P2, he's not out of this one yet. He's got to keep his team in this one with that shot.
That's what I'm talking about. P2 coming in, he says, I'm not ready. I'm still in this. Let's get this going. Put one on the board. 3 minutes left. They only need one more to get back in this.
Yeah, still keeping it close, but got to see if Velocity can get that lead and hold it. They've had a couple leads in this one. We saw even the 2-0 lead in the last game. Can they hold on to it? Can they get this lead back again? We'll have to find out here. Is C-Money just waiting on it. Sir Legend, though, with the dunk. Drizzard gets it by one. Can he do something here? Sir Legend, he's going to take him off the map. The Sage now on the dribble, trying to get it by. A little bit of a double commit comes out. Could be an opportunity here. There's now Drizzard trying to get to it, but P2, nice touch, able to buy his team a little bit of time. As this one's sent all the way back, could be an opportunity. P2 trying to get in the midfield. It's going to pop up high. Is there a follow, though? Astro, light touch to Sir. He's trying to stay with it. We're going to back pass there, but Sage over the top, going to send this one up high. Drizzard, not much boost to work with. Going to allow Sir Legend to get that clear. Now C-Money to the backboard. Sage just trying to get this offense that they had earlier going. It's Drizzard trying to turn it around. Not going to happen this time as it's sent out over to the corner. Astro trying to get back on the offense. They need a goal to tie this one up, but just been unable to find it as the mistouch comes out from Sir. Sage, can they make him pay? One last in net, but P2 going to put it away. But the defense can only do so much. They've only got one shot here, and they've got to turn it to offense for Velocity.
Most definitely, Velocity's got to do something. They're falling apart at the seams here, it looks like. Origin's back to commanding the lead, the flow of the game and everything, and they're lucky just to get it clear.
As this one's back in once again. Origin just on the offense so much here. As this one's sent back in the middle. A missed touch comes out. Sage, just another shot. The 8th one of the game. As this one's sent back across. 8-1 in favor of Origin on the shot total. As this one's out, P2 trying to get to it. Sage. It's going to be popped up. C-Money has an opportunity. Can we see the follow? The dunk's just going to go through. C-Money and Drizzard push their way through the wall, and it's a 3-1 lead for Origin.
What a good follow-up from Drizzard right there. Bit of a double commit coming out from, I couldn't tell if it was P2 or Sir that doubled. I seen Sir went on the back and P2 didn't go on the backboard, so it might have just been a little unfortunate that they ended up in the same place at the same time, but that sure didn't stop Drizzard from muscling it in.
Yeah, seen Drizzard and C-Money perform really well in this game as they've done so far throughout the season. And they're going to have to keep it up as still got the lead here, but a minute remaining in Velocity. They need to find something here. Still only one shot from them. Can't win a game with one shot more often than not. So they're going to have to find another one as P2 gets it by one. Can he get it by C Money? He does, but it's a little bit too hard for Astro. Sir Legend trying to keep it in. A little bit of a double commit from Origin, just trying to get a clear out and waste that time away. The final 30 seconds now. Origin back on the offense, trying to get to it, but Velocity, they've got to go now, looking for the shot over the top of one. Sage has to make the save. It's awkward. Can we see a shot? But Drizzard coming in clutch again, making the save away, and giving Origin exactly what they needed there. And with the final 10 seconds here, Velocity, they have to get one now, but the miss comes out. It's going to be sent to the side, but as Origin pops this one up here, that's pretty much going to do it, Psycho. Origin, a 3-0 series lead, and at this point, you have to ask, what can Velocity do? I mean, Origin, they've just been on top of them the entire series.
Yeah, it's a pretty condemning situation to be in, unfortunately. You really just got to, buckle up and dig down deep and find a way to pull out 4 wins in a row, basically. But I think these dudes can do it if they bring the best. If they bring the best, we've seen they haven't been bringing the best. Sir Legend with a bunch of goose eggs, unfortunately, that round. Astro with only one shot. P2 was doing what he could, and Astro with 2 saves. But it just seemed, I don't know if their chemistry's thrown off or their morale's down, but you can tell that they're just not playing the way that they've played to make it this far. So
yeah, they're definitely just missing something here. And like you said, we've kind of seen flashes of Velocity, performing well. We saw it on Wednesday. We've seen it here against Origin in a couple of the games. I mean, Sir Legend, you started out so strong with those 2 goals in game number 2. They just need to hold on to that. They just need to find that consistent offense. But every time it seems Origin, I mean, they've been a defensive team all season, and Velocity just gonna have to find a way to muscle things out. And as we head into game 4 here, they're on the verge of just getting swept straight out of the playoffs. Reminder that for this season, prospect, challenger, and rival, it's not double elimination unless you're the 3 and 4 seed. It's a little bit of an interesting bracket, but for the 5 and 6, it's not double elimination. So this is your season right here. It's do or die, and you've got to find an answer. Got to come up clutch here.
Yeah, it's a real bad situation to be in for Velocity. All the pressure is on them right now. If they don't make something happen, if they don't make a commanding lead, and as I say, a couple unfortunate whiffs come out. C Money with an easy shot just puts it straight in.
Yeah, just a miss comes out there. C Money just gonna dunk it right by, and that's the same Origin you've been seeing in the first 3 games here. They've just been solid. A couple double commits from them, but I mean, it really hasn't hurt them. Velocity hasn't been able to capitalize, and that was kind of the big word we said earlier, is who can capitalize on the mistakes. In Origin, they've done everything to capitalize on the mistakes, and Velocity, they've been the ones making the mistakes, so they've got to Psycho, they got to cut these out, and I don't know what they got to do, but they got to find some offense, really.
Most definitely, because even Origins dropped, I think, 3 open nets that were easy goals that they just weren't able to find the back of the net, and that should be a time to make a good counterattack and find some heavy offensive pressure. But Velocity, I'm going to stop talking because it seems that we've cursed every time we're talking about them. They just get scored on.
And 4 minutes in. We just want to see a close series here, but Origin, they're not having any of it. I mean, they're just going for the sweep. They're out for blood. I've seen a lot of the predictions. Some people were sleeping on Origin here. I mean, last season, even for their team, they came into the playoffs as the 4 seed, which was for last season the last seed for the Prospect League playoffs. And Origin, they made a name for themselves in the playoffs last season, able to win season 1, and maybe a similar storyline here. The 5th seed, second to last seed in this one, and I think they're out here to show teams that, hey, whoever we play next, we're coming for you. We're gonna make a name, and we're gonna be coming at you.
Most definitely, and they are definitely playing the way that they need to establish something like that.
Yeah, Yeah, 4-0 sweep would definitely give some teams some concerns here. They're looking to do just that. Is they have a 2-goal lead in game 4, looking to pull it off. Drizzard gonna find the double tap, looking to add to this offense, add to their lead. Is C Money now trying to find the touch, just pins it against the backboard, gonna pop it up high. Sir Legend trying to get to it. He just centers it out in the middle, right to Sage. Just an unfortunate mistake, and Sage, he's got another goal here, and it's 3-0 Origin.
Unfortunate touch from Sir Legend 7. Sageburn, it looked like a pre-jump there that he would have missed had Sir Legend not touched it, but he was able to still guide his guard directly into the ball, making conversion. That was a good play.
I mean, we've seen a couple Player of the Week awards out from this Origin squad. Drizzard has one to his name, and Sage also has one to his name. So, these guys are going to perform when they need to. And, it's almost a surprise, really, that C Money hasn't found one with the way he's been playing at times in this season. So he's definitely a solid player as well. So, this Origin squad, despite being the 5th seed, they definitely got to be a little bit scary here. As you see a shot coming in, Astro going to make the save, but halfway in this one of game 4, as Sage just gonna find the angle. Sage with the hat trick, and Origin at this point, they're just running away with this one. Nothing Velocity can do. A 4-goal lead, and they're looking like they're really gonna take this one in commanding fashion.
Unfortunately, Velocity is completely demoralized at this point. I was hoping they would at least not get swept out, take one, but that's looking like they're not going to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, I was also hoping we could see some content, in this one. Is you always want to see a close game, but I mean, Origin, they don't want a close game here. They're just going to keep going. And this one is, another shot there from Drizzard, going to put it in. 5th goal.
Yeah, they definitely smell blood. They might be looking for that Brazil.
They might be here. I mean, 5-0, 2:10 left. I mean, might as well just make a name there. I mean, we'll just see how much Origin is just going to keep going and keep padding this lead. But you gotta feel for Velocity here. It was an unfortunate fortunate situation. They didn't even have their own destiny in their hands in the final game of the season. On Saturday Rocket League is Drizzard, another goal. They're just stat padding at this point. Going to send another one in, and 6-0 now.
Oh, definitely stat padding. Sir Legend with an unfortunate miss coming out. I think his teammates were expecting him to be able to get that clear, but he missed, and Drizzard had an easy shot.
A nice shot indeed. Yeah, and they're just going. I mean, this could go more to our point of, they're trying to make a name, saying, hey, we're just gonna go smack Velocity in the last game to pull off the sweep. Why not here? And whoever they're gonna be facing next in that 3-4 matchup, that's gonna be Aurora versus Faded. Whoever they're playing in that one, they play the loser of that game. I mean, they're gonna already have lost the playoff matches. Okay, there's 1 goal there. Astro is gonna put it in. And, just more of a consolation goal than anything in that one.
It makes you wonder if they didn't purposely allow it to go in. They're perfectly set up for the Brazil.
Just needed 1 more goal to make it happen.
I'm sure that they can make it happen the way they've been playing.
Oh, yeah, they definitely could here. And now a minute 23 away from the first sweep of the playoffs. First game of the playoffs could just result in a sweep. It's all but a formality here. Is this one sent up? They see Velocity trying to get one here. Could be a shot. They're going to put it in. No, Brazil. They're denying that one. Astro, another goal for him. 2nd one.
Save some face there. Nice pass play coming out from Sir Legend straight to P2, who was able to get it across. Sage was sitting in the right place, just a little bit too deep in the net, unfortunately.
Yeah, now 6-2 here. Velocity, they're able to find 2 goals, but it's going to still be a tall task here no matter what. It would be a comeback for the ages if they could somehow pull this off, but the way Origin's been playing, it seems highly unlikely. Sage just kind of holding his midfield there. Drizzard going to bail him out and send it across. This ball sent it in the corner. Sir Legend trying to get the touch. Just going to pop it towards the net. Might be looking for another one here, as Drizzard just going to put it in. A hat trick for him. A playmaker for C Money, and it's 7-2 here. Origin. Pretty much the dagger right there, I'd have to say.
Oh yeah, these guys are on fire. Even like you mentioned earlier, even with the double commits like what we just saw coming out offensively, they're still able to get it past defenders and capitalize on the net.
Just everything Origin's done for the most part has been right here, and they've almost done no wrong in this one as they're about to pull off the sweep, 7-2. Just might as well look for another goal if they can. As Drizzard goes by 2, he's thinking about staying with that one, but P2 just gonna find the touch. Final 20 seconds here. Velocity, maybe they can get one more, but Drizzard, he's the last man back, gonna send it towards that Sage. Gonna try to get the tap on, but P2 with the save. Origin trying to find one more here. One more for the road is Drizzard off the backboard. P2, he makes the touch. A little bit of a double commit. Drizzard sends it away to the corner, but as this one pops up, still one more chance here for Velocity. It's still hanging around. Astro gonna get bumped into it, but at this point, it's all but done. They're just gonna keep it up here. Why not try to get one more? But it's not gonna happen. Origin gonna let it touch the ground. And that is a solid 4-0 sweep there for Origin. They'll be moving on. And, I mean, what a great performance from them.
Indeed. Congratulations to Origin. Velocity is unfortunate, the loss. You hate to see the sweep come out. Those boys played their hearts out. You know that they got to be feeling real hurt right now. But, unfortunately, somebody's got to lose and somebody's going to move on. And Origin, wow, on fire. Stand-up job. I know that as a prospect player in the playoffs myself, and any other prospect team in the playoffs is looking at Origin right now going, oh, okay, we're going to take you more seriously at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great performance overall. I mean, what else can we really say? But, Origin, like we talked about, a statement type of performance there. And I mean, they're gonna be moving on to face the loser of Aurora versus Faded. Faded, they've got the 3 seed in this one. Aurora with the 4 seed. They're gonna be playing tomorrow. We're gonna see them on stream tomorrow. Origin will be back on Saturday. So maybe we could talk a little bit about that matchup coming up here in the upper quarterfinal. Faded versus Aurora. What are you thinking about that matchup? And what do you think that's going to hold for us going into that one tomorrow, Psycho?
Honestly, I think no bias. I think Aurora's gonna clap. I think Faded is a strong team, but they didn't come into these playoffs with a lot of momentum, so they're really sort of at a disadvantage, in my opinion. The end of their season was not nearly as strong as the beginning and the middle of their season. They started falling off. Which is why Vipers were able to clinch second seed away from them. I would love to see Faded win because I think that Vipers have a better chance at beating Faded than we do Aurora. But I think Aurora is going to come in and with a fire lit underneath them.
Yeah, I would have to agree. That matchup for Wednesday going to be interesting. 8-19 should be an interesting one. Yeah, I have to agree. It seems like Faded, they had such a solid performance early on in the season, and they've kind of trailed off a little bit at the end. I'm not really sure what to do with that, but I know Regret and Aurora, they're going to be ready to go for that matchup, and it should be a good one to watch there. And we'll have to see how it's going to go here for that one. But I mean, nice performance for them, and I think we're going to be looking at our next matchup. We're going to do a little quick preview onto our next matchup. It's going to be starting in approximately 20 minutes, but we've got Distortion versus Kings here, Psycho. This one's coming up in just a little bit. Distortion, the 5th seed. Kings are the 6th seed. And actually, interesting story about these two teams. They were pretty much an identical records here. Both were 9-9. Both had a 5-3 conference record, and both of them traded 3-0 sweeps in this one. And I mean, if that's any indicator, Psycho, this next matchup, it should be a good one to watch here, and it should be pretty close.
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Sounds like two teams that are going to be at each other's throats the whole time. That's going to be some high octane performance.
Yeah, it should be crazy. I'm excited for that one here. And it should be another good one, but I think we're going to be taking we might be taking a short break here I see the chat. They're begging for an interview. They want to do the interview. I'll see what Chipmunk thinks. I know we have a little bit of time. Maybe we can toss an interview down real quick, just to just to get some time passed here. Ask Chipmunk what he thinks, but I think we could do it probably, Chipmunk. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can get one of the Origin guys in here. Looks like let me see if I can get one here. See if we can see if we can find an interview here. Just because might as well here while we have a little bit of time to wait. We'll see if we can drop one in here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're still around. I know they like to hang out in the chocolate factory after they get their wins.
All right, looks like we got C Money out here. What's going on, C Money?
What's up, Rocker Man?
Not much, man. I mean, you guys had a commanding performance in that one. I mean, just an insane 4-0 sweep. I mean, you guys commanded the game, and I mean, great performance for you guys. How did it feel? How did it feel in that one?
I mean, it's a little different starting out for sure. Playoffs is always different, so that's what I would attest to our little slow start there. Took about took a little bit to warm up there, but overall we had some good advice come in today from a couple other guys. One of them being Liquid Skies, who's in the org with us, and then Seabiscuit is my daddy. So I let him coach us a little bit, and I think it really helped a lot. We were able to clean up our rotations a bit, and we definitely were able to keep a lot more pressure than normal.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you guys had all of the offense going there, and I mean, what a performance from you guys. I mean, what was going on there? I know we saw Drizzard getting a lot of goals on that one. Was it anything that you guys did differently? I know you talked about the coaching, but normally you guys are a defensive team. Was there something you guys did differently? I know you don't want to give away too much of your secrets because you got other teams to play, but was there anything you guys are really trying to do differently to get more on the offensive end?
We really just wanted to clean up our rotations, honestly. I mean, as a prospect player, I'm sure other prospect players understand that it's something that's hard that can be done at our level. And like even going into Challenger, it's not always the cleanest either until you get up there into Rival or Titan. And so we really wanted to clean that up, and I felt like we did really good with that. We made it tighter when we were on offense. We weren't going back as far, things like that. And it really, really showed when we started, especially the end of game 2 through game 4. We really had a lot more offensive pressure. I would have liked to see a better performance game 1, but that's besides the point.
So at the moment that you realize, probably game 3 or game 4, that y'all were about to sweep Velocity, on a scale of 1 to hype, how was y'all's comms?
There was a lot of hype game 4 for sure. Wasn't until about goal 4 or 5 that we started getting the hype, but we had to calm down a little bit when they scored 2 back to back. But someone said in chat we were just trying to set up the Barcelona, so we went for that there at the end.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, congratulations on the dub. I mean, you guys are gonna be playing Faded or Aurora next. C Money, who would you rather face in this one, and who do you expect to face in your next matchup?
If I'm going to be completely honest, going into most of the season, I know Faded had a lot of hype, but I genuinely think Aurora is probably a bit of a more clear outlier for number 2 between the two teams. So obviously Vipers came in and stole number 2 from them, but I still think they earned it, in my opinion. And but I don't know. It's tough to say. Faded plays a lot of the mental game, and it did weigh on us a little bit last time, and so that could be a problem. But Aurora's a lot more solid of a team, so that could also be a tougher situation. But I think I'd rather take on Faded again.
All right. Well, we'll have to see that matchup. That's gonna be on Saturday Night Rocket League, so it should be exciting. But congratulations again on the win, and we'll see you guys Saturday.
Oh wait, hold up before I leave. Blazing Biscuit wanted me to shout him out for his 28th gifted sub to the channel, and he actually gave it to my buddy who I was watching the stream on this last week because I was out of town. So that's lit.
Let's go. Thank you, Biscuit. The man's going in. He's just got to pass up C Money in the gifted subs. I respect it.
I told him he can keep his lead.
There you go. All right. Well, congrats, C Money. We're gonna send it to break, but congratulations again, and we'll see you guys Saturday.
Thank you.
All right. So that was C Money from Origin. Pulled off the 4-0 sweep over Velocity. Great game from them. Great performance. And we'll be seeing them on Saturday Night Rocket League. But next up, as we talked about, we have got Distortion taking on Kings. We're heading to the rival league. Should be a good one. We just talked about how close these two teams have been all season. And I'm excited to see how this one's going to go. Next matchup of the night is coming up in a little bit. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys follow the channel if you haven't already. And stay around for this next matchup because we've got 3 more after this matchup that just concluded. 3 more matchups tonight, so you do not want to miss it. Stick around. Got action happening all night, and we'll be back soon with Distortion versus the Kings.